Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. Yeah, well, we're still doing Mahler. Oh, we've got lots of Mahlers. What have we got? Like a whole slew of Mahler 4s, a big pile of them, and then some more songs and other things like that. Okay, let's just take a look, shall we? Mahler 4 with the Philharmonia and Klemperer, part of the Klemperer edition. Well, the problem with this Mahler 4 is Elizabeth Schwarzkopf in the finale, who, as usual, sounds as affected and stylized and mannered as Mahler expressly asks her not to be. I mean, it's just unbelievable. But the performance itself is a good performance. And the songs with Christa Ludwig are just fabulous that are attached. It's Ich bin der Welt abhanden gekommen Mitternacht, Das irdische Leben, Ich atme einen Lindenduft, and Wo die schönen Trompeten blasen. Wow. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful songs. Is it blasen or blazen? Blazen, sorry. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's a Klemperer classic with a, bit of Schwarzkopf schlag on top. This is a very good Mahler 4. Barbara Hendricks, who's terrific. And Los Angeles Phil with Esa-Pekka Salonen. He does interesting Mahler, actually. He's not a romantic, so he tends to be somewhat, contemporary in terms of clarity and rhythm and stuff like that. But he gets the style. He really does. I like this Mahler 4 very much. It's very well recorded. So that's nice. And then there's this one with Kathleen Battle and Salonen Maazel. Oh, yes. It's fabulous. One of the best things that Maazel ever did, and Battle is fabulous in the finale. It's a tremendous performance. On the slow side, yes, as Maazel got to be when he got to his Vienna Mahler cycle, but because he was an earlier Mahler 4, remember, with Heather Harper on Nonsuch with the Berlin Radio Symphony, which is just awful. Absolutely awful. So I'm having this one. I've got an itch there. Oh, yeah. Absolutely terrific. First class. Then we've got this one with Václav Neumann and Pamela Coburn. Neumann started to redo his Mahlers. He did his Mahler cycle was half analog, half digital. Let me be clear, right? And there was I think he had an earlier Mahler 4. But anyway, he started redoing them all on Canyon Classics, which was Exton or Pony Canyon or something, one of those Japanese things. I don't know how they, corporately organized themselves. And they were beautiful performances for the most part, most of them. And this is a very good Mahler 4 with the Czech fill. I mean, you always want the Czech fill. Gorgeous digital sound. So that was really, really fun. And then we have this, oh boy, this is another good one. Colin Davis, who was not a Mahler guy, let's not forget, but he did this fourth with Angela Maria Blasi and the Bavarian Radio Symphony Orchestra. It's excellent. It's a first-class Mahler 4. Really, really great. And it was a surprise because I was expecting nothing from Colin Davis. He just did, the first and the fourth, I think, and very little else. On record. He played more of it live, I assume. But, it's very, very good. Lots of really good Mahler 4s here. That's why so many of them wound up in the Overflow room. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Mahler 4s. Wow. Das Lied von der Erde with Nan Merriman and Ernst Häfliger, the Concertgebouw, and Eugen Jochum. Jochum was also a not Mahler person. He really didn't do Mahler, but he did do this when he was co-music director of the Concertgebouw with Haitink for the first few years that Haitink was there, because they didn't think Haitink was ready to do, take on that orchestra by himself. Let's make a point here, shall we? I'm sure some of you saw it coming. Between how the Concertgebouw responded to Haitink's appointment, because they wanted somebody who was Dutch, et cetera, after, von Beinum died very suddenly. And they got Jochum to work with him, and Jochum got to do the Beethoven cycle. And Haitink, in a huff, went and did it with the London Phil, and it sucked, and they were right, you see. Look at the difference between that and Klaus Mekele, between the Ken doll of classical music. Isn't that extraordinary? No question about whether he's ready, whether he has the maturity, whether he deserves it, whether he's got ideas, whether he's anything. They just plug him in. Well, they get what they deserve. You get what you pay for, you know? But anyway, it's a good Das Lied von der Erde. It's great to hear the Gezerchabel. Jochum paces it well. He's not the most compelling colorist when it comes to, the creepy, spooky stuff, the tam-tam and Abschied, or the trumpets going blah, 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 the first movement and stuff like that. But on the whole, it's good. It's very well sung. So it's kind of a collector's item, that one. And then we have, oh yeah, all right. This is just a miscellany, a Mahler miscellany disc. You've got the Kindertotenlieder, the Songs of a Wayfarer, the Rückert-Lieder, and 4 songs from Des Knaben Wunderhorn with Siegfried Lorenz, baritone, and the Gewandhaus Mazur, and the Berlin Symphony Orchestra with Günter Herbig, and the Staatskapelle Berlin with Ottmar Sweetener. All the different conductors, the whole point being, of course, Siegfried Lorenz, who's a good baritone. He really is a very good baritone. So, I hung on to that, and probably always shall. Oh, this is sort of second rate. Das Lied von der Erde with Roxandra Donos and Thomas Harper with the National Symphony Orchestra of Ireland, Michael Halash conducting. It's not bad. It's just second rate. I mean, it just is in every respect. The orchestra, the conducting, the singing, it's all just... But it's Mahler, so I keep it. Beinum, Portrait of von Beinum, Das Lied von der Erde, yay! With the Songs of a Wayfarer with Nan Merriman and Ernst Hayfliger. Remember them? They just did it with Jochum. The DG recording with the Gezerchabel under Beinum. So this is sort of a classic, and it was recorded in 1956, it looks like. And yes, you must have it if you're a Beinum person. I mean, as we all should be. Somebody wrote to me and said, you really ought to revive Edward von Beinum. You should talk about him. It's like, okay, I've only done like 3 major videos or more about von Beinum, especially the 40-disc Scribendum box or the 50-disc Decca box, and now there's this. So I think I've given Beinum some very, very fair treatment on this channel. And then on Exton, Mahler 2, Ken Ichiro Kobayashi, the Czech fill, with Livia Agova and Marta Benachkova, with the Prague Philharmonic Choir, and Pavel Kuhn chorus. He's the chorus master. He's still around, Pavel Kuhn. I don't know if he's still around now. It's a performance from 1997 in really, really fine Exton sound, and it has, well, very little interesting to recommend it. Sorry to say. It's a good, straight-ahead, non-interventionist performance of no special distinction, other than the fact that you get to hear the Czech fill in 1997 or whenever that was recorded. So there you go. Next pile of Mahler. Oh, so many more to come. My goodness. Going through this, I'm amazed. I'm amazed at how much stuff got recorded over the years, really. And a lot of it's really, really good. Some of it's just average, but a lot of it's really, really good. So there you go. Keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.